Why are modern relationships so complicated? Well, for one thing, it's vocabulary. Ancient Sanskrit has 96 words for love, for all the differentiations, for all the undulations, and the sub relationships that are within that definition. Ancient Persian has 80 words for love. Greek has at least three. We have one. One term with which to determine all of those different types of relationship. No wonder we struggle to communicate. What love is defined to one person does not necessarily correlate to someone else's definition of love. Within those even definitions are, so let's say that a couple is talking about romantic love. Even within the definition of romantic love, there's nuance and variation. So it's up to us in our own creativity to keep getting more and more and more specific with our words, and that some of that is done by dynamic listening. So after you've heard someone say something, especially if you're in a discussion of an intimate nature, you have to say back, here's what I heard, because might not be what they intended because of the limitation of our own language. With the advent of man being so amazingly scientifically prolific and being able to analyze and be more detached and be less fatalistic, right? And less, more self-determining. But what came with that is a movement away from man as a feeling being, certainly with men, right? They were taught from the industrial age to divorce themselves from feeling. In fact, they were not supposed to be a pussy. They were not supposed, there's that outwardly show of machismo, and that's such garbage, first of all, because the most manly men I know do not have to beat their chests to prove that they are a man. I mean, the more you have to like perform with bravado, that is not the same as confidence. It's just so glaring to me. It's like the more the adolescent comes forward, right? But because we have moved from analysis and divorced that analysis from feeling, we leave a huge part of the equation out. And yesterday I alluded to, during sex, moving your breathing from your brain into your heart. When we think about things, to stay in alignment again within your body, because that's the catalyst of all change here, especially if you want to be able to change a thought pattern that seems to keep being reinforced, or a story you keep telling. The only way to do that is to feel your way through it. And feelings are messy. You can analyze it, you can journal it, you can write it out all you want. But if you are unable to bring the feeling through your body, identify where the energy is and start to work with it, and allow yourself to sit in places that is really uncomfortable, nothing will change. You will make superficial changes that probably won't stick, or they'll be stuck with your desperation of willpower. You will not have changed your life in reality. So to go back to the example of the word love, right? Within the dynamics of your relationship, I am sure that there are places that you have not looked to fulfill, to make it broad, to bring yourself into the heart of the feeling of the matter. So today I challenge you to take one of those reoccurring issues. Think about it in terms of how it makes you feel. Is it definable? Can you define it with specific terms? And then, where do you feel that energy circulate in your body? Where does it pool? Does it pool in your throat? Can't even talk about it? Is it like a block in your chest of pain? When you identify it, That's the only way that the movement will start. And so I invite you to try that today. And maybe we could all move a little bit closer to the universal definition of love through allowing ourselves to feel just a little bit. I will see you tomorrow.